This is Gerardo Del Real with Resource Stock Digest. Joining me today is the Director of Corporate Communications for Latin Metals, Miss Elyssia Patterson. Elyssia, it's great to have you back on. You've been busy. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for having me on. Yeah, there's a lot of information we've been putting out about Latin Metals, especially with our Auquis Project in Peru. We just announced today that we completed the magnetic survey, and we gave a little update on the project.
Well, let's talk about that survey. I want to read the quote from President and CEO Keith Henderson. He says he's very pleased with the progress. He says the results of the magnetic survey will be combined with the mapping, sampling, of course, and the geophysical survey. But here's the part that was interesting to me. He said the exploration so far is showing all the signs of hosting a large and robust hydrothermal porphyry and skarn system. It was a well put together release. A lot of images and maps. And look, 2023 is going to be a very important year for the company. You've been very busy, as I mentioned off the top there, doing a lot of great work advancing projects for potential partners. But you also have projects that have already been joint ventured with some major partners. So obviously a lot of catalysts coming up. Tell me about the release today, and then let's talk about what the rest of the year looks like, because there's, like I mentioned, a lot going on with the company.
Yeah, there is a lot, especially since we have 15 different projects, and we have 2 royalty that we've done so far. So yeah, we do have a lot of things coming up for 2023. With the release today, we did the recent completion of the ground magnetic survey on our 100% owned Auquis Project. And in our last release on April 4th, we announced that we found a new mineralization. So we have actually 3 different mineralizations on this project itself. And we have porphyry and then skarn mineralization that we found with the assays up to 2.8 copper and 9.3 zinc. I don't know what else I can tell you so far. Maybe ask me a question.
Yeah, no. I think you summarized that well. I mean, that's the goal of this type of work, right? Is obviously to vector into the better targets, define those targets, see what kind of scale you have, and then hopefully, the business model for Latin Metals, of course, is to bring in a partner that's going to fund the exploration, which gives you shots on goal as far as a discovery goal goes. And speaking of shots on goal, you have several with the major partners that you've been able to bring in on the other projects. How are things coming along on that front? I know we're expecting drilling from hopefully 3 different projects, if not more, between now and end of year.
Yeah, so we with Barrick, Anglo Gold, and Liberal Copper, they are all working towards the drill permits and exploration. And so by the end, I would say, of 2023, we should have those 3 properties they'd be drilling. Along with that, we have our Elyssia property in Peru. So those three are all in Argentina. So Barrick, Anglo Gold, Liberal Copper, they're all going to be drilling on our projects in Argentina because they were more advanced. Now our Peru projects are getting up there where we have our actual drill permits for our Elyssia property, and we're looking for a partner for that one currently. And now I think with Auquis that we now have 3 mineralization zones here. There are 3 areas, and we also have skarn. So that means that we have maybe more tier 1 mining companies looking potentially that they were interested in skarn mineralization. Now we have that might be attracting them even more so.
Well, that's why the company has gotten the attention of several very committed long-term shareholders. It's why the company's gotten the attention of major mining companies. You have, as you mentioned, multiple projects, not just in Argentina, but also in Peru. And it looks like you are continuing to look 4 more projects. Is that accurate, Elyssia? I know that you and Keith and the team are always kind of scouting and tracking, potential high value projects that you can vend out or joint venture, as you've done so well in the past.
Yeah, so we like I said, we have 15 different projects right now that we have in our portfolio, let's say, but we're not fully working on all of them at the same time because, like I said, I think in an interview before, we don't start anything until we have our community agreement set in place. So we might have some community agreements that we're working on, or we're doing this, but we have our Meritor project that that just got in Argentina, we announced earlier. So now we're working on there. We're working on our other projects in Peru. So I think you're going to see a lot more press releases coming up from us because I think we have planned 32 this year, and I think we're at 10 maybe right now. So if you think about that, we have that much more to talk about.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. I know that everybody is waiting for the drill bit to start turning, right? The truth machine is really why the bulk of the market buys into exploration companies. Everyone wants that discovery. There's only one way to make that, and that's by putting a drill to it. So looking forward to having you back on once the drills start turning. Thank you so much for your time again, Elyssia.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Chat soon.
Bye.
Hey everybody, Gerardo Del Real here. If you're enjoying the content that you just saw, you can let us know in 3 simple steps. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and please share across your network and on social media. Take care, everybody.